Good morning, how are you? Welcome back to Smock Boutique's Instagram and Facebook page, and it is Try On Tuesday, and today we are looking at the gorgeous autumn winter collection from InWear. Amazing established Danish label. You probably all know InWear. Certainly when I hear feedback in the shop, it is one of those labels that lots of ladies bought their original workwear pieces from, and today I am showing you a little bit of that for the 2021 season, and I have been dying to show you this. It really is a high winter, autumn going into winter range, so I've been waiting for the weather to change so I can pop on these cuddly, cozy, snuggly pieces. There are so many gorgeous things to show you today. This rail is jam-packed full of knitwear, blouses, trousers, coats, cardigans, and accessories. So look number one, I am starting off with one of my favorite looks in the whole range. This is definitely some key pieces here for an office situation. So if you are going back to work, even if you're working still from home, there are some great items here that will kind of elevate your wardrobe and keep your creativity flowing. And for me, as soon as I put this on, I kind of felt like I'm coming back, I'm getting myself back after this long time where we've been on lockdown and everything's been in limbo. It's been difficult enough style-wise, hasn't it, to try and keep our personality in our clothes. We kind of tend to lose that when we sit at home and we don't have any reason to get dressed up and go out. So I think this is coming at the perfect time. So the first outfit that I'm showing you today is the Faces of Women print scheme, and this is one of the key pieces, the Faces jumper. I wish I could get across on the screen how amazingly warm and snuggly this jumper is, but I'm sure you can pick up on it. It's thick and fluffy and soft and so super cool. So you have this print going through it. There's a background kind of color of kind of like a powder beige sandy tone, and then black outline in the sketch Faces print, and it's just kind of a standard boxy jumper. It does have a lot of stretch in it as well, so it's kind of got that bounciness as well as the wool. And of course there is an amazing matching scarf, which I am loving. Oh my god, even if you just bought the scarf on its own, how cool and how easy to elevate your look with this kind of scarf. Everybody would ask you about this. It is one of those pieces and you can wrap it around. It's a big piece. So this is your kind of commute wear. I remember having to commute, and this would be so ideal if I was getting the train or the bus, and you know, the days are freezing cold, the morning is so dark. This is the thing you want to put on you. So this scarf is 129. So some of these pieces are a little bit on the pricey side, but I think you can see why. You know, the quality is here, and the ingredients, I was going to say, the fabric contents are there as well. So the Faces jumper and scarf consists of 32% alpaca, 32% wool, and 30% polyamide and 6% elastane. So there's a lot of elastane in there, so that is that kind of stretchy, bouncy feeling, and it also makes the jumper kind of easy to style in a few different ways. So for me today, I'm just tucking it into the front of the trousers, which I'll come to now. But if I leave it out, you can see how you could do it quite casually as well. This would be so nice just with jeans at the weekend, either, you know, denim jeans or black trousers. If you don't want to mix prints here, which is what I'm doing obviously here, you could so simply bring in a solid color on the bottom half here. But how exciting to mix the prints here, and I think this is helping me to feel really contemporary and fresh about the look as well, because, you know, check pants, we probably all have a pair, and I know they come around every season, every autumn winter season in the InWear range, and I always buy them because I think lots of people can see the benefit of having this in their wardrobe. This can be all ages, it's really timeless, and it's just about adding a new colour mix that'll keep it feeling modern and fresh for the time right now. So this is the CALLINA pants in brown check. So it's kind of a half brown, half grey in my opinion. They are saying brown because of the check in the background here is that biscuity brown colour. But overall, it sort of has a greyness to it as well. And I think that's why it's working really well with the mix of the black and white, or black and kind of beige on top. And I just think it's so easy and nice and different, and that's what it's all about. So the pants are $115 and the jumper is $199. And of course, I'm just rolling the end of my trousers here to the top of the boots. They are a full leg length. So if you're taller than 5'4", which is me, you could leave them as they are. I kind of always like to roll just to get to the top of a boot. So depending on what footwear you're going to put them with. Today I'm just wearing, these are my own boots, they're old. I know I always get asked about them. They're from ASOS a couple of years ago. So unfortunately I don't sell them in Smock, but I am always on the lookout for this kind of boot, and if I get it in, you're going to be the first to know about it. So keep an eye. But as you can see, I'm just keeping the same kind of colour scheme, so helping to elongate the leg. And because I'm doing 2 prints, this could be borderline, you know, overkill. So I have to be careful. I'm going to keep the boots in the same colour scheme, and that'll help. And it just brings the body back into proportion for me as well, where I want that kind of shorter upper body and longer leg proportion. And of course then when I put the scarf on, I have to be careful. I wouldn't necessarily bring another scarf in here in a different colour scheme, because again, I think that would break me up a little bit too much. So had to have the matching scarf, just works so perfectly. And then I'm going to show you a couple of outerwear pieces that would finish off the look perfectly. There's so much in this range, and I really could have, I'm going to show you lots, but I really could have come up with a million outfits. They all work with each other, they all mix and match, very unexpectedly in some cases, but they really do. So the next piece I would add on here, certainly if I was commuting, is the long line gilet. And again, these are all from InWear. So this is the padded powder beige gilet. And I know you've seen something like similar to this in earlier videos, and I was waiting for this delivery to come, and it's finally arrived, and it is so perfect. It is this lovely light padded long line gilet. It has a kind of a bomber style, you know, that elasticated kind of cuff at the neckline. It has 2 side pockets, and it has slits at the knees, or at the upper legs there. So it just helps to kind of elongate the body and also not cover up entirely. So I think this is absolutely perfect for right now, this time of year. We're going into October. The weather is definitely turning. You can feel that nip in the air. Maybe it's not high winter coats just yet. And certainly if you're going to be layering, this kind of light but corresponding layers work really well together. And I love having the long scarf with the long gilet. It just kind of keeps everything in balance there. Love this gilet. It is so light and easy to wear. And of course the colour is a brilliant neutral. It's this kind of powdery beige shade, so it works with absolutely everything. You have popper button closures, and it's somewhat water resistant. It's kind of got that, you know, that kind of raincoaty material outer. And it is $139. So the CALLAS quilted vest in powder beige. And I will put all of the sizes and price information in the top of the video description. If you miss what I'm saying, it'll all be there, so have a look back. So that is one option for outerwear. Now another piece which is just absolutely ideal for right now and this time of year is the CALLAS quilted trench. This is so amazing. I am loving this piece. Again, it's light, but it still gives you that nice outerwear coverage, and it's not too heavy in its padding, so it doesn't really bulk you out too much. Sleeves are full length, obviously. I've tried this on, so I already rolled them back. So you can leave it right down. For me, I'll probably just do that little roll to get it right where I want it. And then I'm kind of showing the cuff of the jumper here as well. Just take in the shape of this. Have you ever had a trench coat that's quilted? I can't even hear you underneath here. It is so different. And again, you have your popper button, so it's really, really easy to take on and off. You can absolutely wrap yourself up in this incredible collar. Look at that. Oh, adore, adore. And this has the side pockets as well. And it's got the slits at the side. It's coming down long, like midi length. So absolutely ideal if you're doing midi dresses as well. This is a brilliant, brilliant coat to have. It's really sometimes tricky when you love the midi dress and you're trying to bring it on from the summertime. Maybe you have a piece that you feel could work for autumn winter, but then what coat do you do with it? It's always a dilemma. You need to either go kind of short and cropped so that it sits just at the waistline of the dress, or you need to go the same length. So this midi coat would be absolutely ideal. Now it does also have its own little belt, which I have just left closed at the back there. It just keeps the shape, and it also keeps it open, which I like. If I'm just wearing it open like that, it keeps it in place when it's open. You could then also just close one button if you wanted to. I usually do the one just under the bust line, and it just keeps that hourglass shape. Or you could undo it and of course do it up entirely and get that really cinched, especially when you're out and about. You want to be able to close it up and everything. It's a really nice stretchy self-coloured belt in the same material with a little O-ring. You just slip it into itself there. I try and get it at the waistline point. It does come on its own little belt loops, but you could remove that and play around with wherever you want to, because it will stay on the coat no matter what. It's because it's so stretchy. So again, I might open one button, just leave it like that. Da, 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 da. This is so cool for workwear pieces and for anyone going out and about. Absolutely adore. This is just the best. Now, how much are you, CALLAS? Quilted coat, you are $179. Really, really good price as well. Hope you can see the colour and the shape. Just looks so nice with this outfit as well. I mean, InWear, they always have a coordinating wardrobe for you guys. Now, so there are so many pieces, as I said to you. There's going to be lots more to show you. That is look number 1. I'll be back in a little bit with look number 2. See you then.